Hadn't been yet.
Thanks everyone for coming out. The time is now 6 p.m. I call to order this October 15th, 2024 meeting of the Oconee County Council. We'll begin with a moment of silence. Mr. David Root, would you pray for us?
Yes, sir. Pray with me if you'd like to. Well, dearest Father, thank you for this day that you created and were kind enough to give to us to enjoy and to do good work in. I pray that we would do that this evening, that our work would be solid, that you would guide council in its decision-making, and that we would be a blessing to this county, to this state, to this nation. By your wisdom and by your will, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, Mr. Jamie Gilbert, would you lead us in pledge? I pledge
Allegiance to the
Okay, next we have approval of minutes. We'll begin with the September 30th, 2024 emergency meeting minutes.
Make motion.
Second. Have a motion and a second. So any discussion or changes? Hearing none. All in favor?
That is 3-0.
Now we have approval of the October 1st, 2024 regular meeting minutes.
Make motion. Second.
Motion second by Mr. Mize. Any discussion or changes? Hearing none. All in favor?
That is 3-0.
County Attorney comments, Mr. David Root.
I have none, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Root. County Administrator comments, Ms. Amanda Brock.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, thank you. I just have two matters this evening, both of which are updates. Is there a weird echo? One of them is that we are fully aware and have National Guard firefighters at the Holly Springs Fire Department. As the 76 bridge has been out, we have requested from the state certified firefighters to be located at the Holly Springs Fire Department. Those have been provided by National Guard, and we are working in conjunction with a strong volunteer base currently at the Long Creek Fire Department. This is in response to the bridge outage on 76. The response to the bridge outage on 76 has also resulted in a lot of unwanted traffic on bridges that are not fit for large trucks. We are currently working with the DOT on additional signage for detour routes, as well as the bridge being out impacting the Long Creek Convenience Center, which is just west of Long Creek. Currently, we are working with a contract corporation that we currently have a waste contract hauling with. Because of the weight limits on the bridge for the detours, it is very difficult for county trucks to go over weight-restricted bridges on either one of the detour routes around the bridge. I spoke with Mayor Ramey this morning. We are all working diligently to make sure that we can handle everyone's waste and provide this fire protection while trying to maintain some semblance of regular flow of traffic. Mr. Durham, you mentioned to me earlier that you would like some additional signage. I have made a notation here that I'll be reaching out to the DOT for the Chattooga Ridge Road. I think Google is starting to send people in various ways, so it may be that we need to reach out to Google Maps to indicate that there are weight restrictions on the bridges currently routed for those detours.
Thank you, Ms. Brock. Next, we have a presentation of awards to the winning contestants in the I Voted sticker contest. I'm going to begin with a presentation by Mr. Murray.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and board members. I'd like to just start with a brief overview of the project that we had. It started in late spring last year. We came up with the idea of, along with, it had been done before, but for Oconee it was new, that we would take the I voted sticker that you get after you voted in an election, and we're doing this in the primary election, not primary, early voting election, which begins Monday and will last for 2 weeks. The contest began with the library setting up a system to hand out applications. We also handed out applications at the primary election in June to kids grades K through 12 to design a new I voted sticker to be given out during the early voting. It'll only be given out at early voting. So we only have 15,000 stickers, and we got a big hope for a big crowd. The libraries, or the Journal, was a major helper in this. They set up the voting for the finalists on their website. We received 2,700 votes in a period of about 6 weeks. And the winners are with us tonight to receive their awards. And so I'm sure they're excited about getting that. And so we will begin now. Mr. Elliott is going to present the first award. If the contestant will come up to the middle here and present the award, and then you'll get some pictures made, and then at the end, we'll have a group photo made.
Third place, grades K through 5. The winner is Sylvia Bryan.
Hang on, we're all gonna get the picture.
Yeah, come on, just stand beside me. Okay, we'll go do all, okay.
1, 2, 3.
The second award is, I'll be presenting that. That's in third place, grades 6 through 8, Valerie Lynch.
Congratulations.
The third presentation will be Janice. Janice is on the board of the Oconee County Board of Elections.
And it's my honor to present third place in grades 9 through 12 to Sarah Moore.
Congratulations.
Ryan is our assistant director in the office.
Alrighty, for second place for grades K through 5, we've got Luke Rogers. Congratulations. And a picture with everybody here.
We're good.
The fifth is, which Janice will,
Second place, grades 6 through 8, is Krista Crenshaw. Ready? All right, we're good.
Congratulations.
next will be presented by Don Myers.
Okay. For second place, grades 9 through 12, is Kenna Jordan.
What's going on with it? There we go. All right, we're good.
These last three presentations are the grand prize winners. What I mean by that is you get the biggest check, but you also get your stickers will be printed, they are printed, and they will be given out at early voting, beginning Monday. Kristen?
Alrighty, I have the first place winner for grades K through 5, Luke Taylor.
Congratulations.
Amanda will present next.
And I have the privilege of presenting a check for the first place prize winner for grades 6 through 8, J.T. Kelly. Come in for a photo. Get your sticker too.
Congratulations.
Good job.
So I have first place for grades 9 through 12. It's Mr. Levi Taylor.
Come on, Mr. Jordan.
We're gonna get in this. Somewhere where your face can be.
Oh, yeah, you're short. You
Y'all
gotta
all get in the
front.
front.
Y'all come on over. Come on. We just want to make sure Jan can get all of us in the picture, but y'all are the important ones.
I used to screw.
Here, step forward.
Scrunch.
Come back this way. I'm bossy, sorry. Gallery.
There's so many cameras, we don't know which one to look. All right, thank you.
I'd like to thank all y'all for coming and the family.
Sorry.
It's been a real adventure to do this, and I think our voters, starting next week, are really gonna have a fun time voting and also selecting their stickers. Thanks again. We have a lot of talent in this town.
Well, y'all do it weird. I can't do that.
All right, so now we'll move forward with public comment session. Just a reminder, you have 5 minutes to speak. At the 4-minute mark, I hold up the yellow sign. At the 5-minute mark, I hold up the red stop sign. It's not like an out and back discussion with council. It's just directed for public comment, and at the end of that, there will be a council member comment session.
Mr. Jason Boyle.
Hello. Little different atmosphere today. I got baby with me. I just gotta let him run if you don't mind. He'll stay close to me. So again, Jason Boyle here, back at Oconee County Council. There's a plethora of challenges, so many that I would like the opportunity to address each individually, and I would like the opportunity to be taken seriously by people. I mean, we have Chief Davis here. Like, let's get this done, right? The power structure's here. We can do this. The Oconee County Detention Center has major issues. I unfortunately spent 40 days there, as you all know, as the crooked Judge Danny Singleton sentenced me to it, and I'm fortunate that I did. I learned a lot about myself. I had an opportunity to engage and know the community a little better, the part of the community that's not here with us, because, in my opinion, they're not invited. What the Oconee County Detention Center does best is to make sure that when you leave there, you are absolutely hopeless. It is a detention center that causes you to use all your favors. All your favors are going to get used. You're going to spend your money. The phone calls are expensive, and being in there alone can really be destructive. They're going to serve you breakfast at 5:30 in the morning and give you nothing to do afterwards. Force you to really, everyone goes back to sleep after breakfast, which is, of course, part of the reason that people's teeth are rotting in the jail. You get toothbrushes that are completely ineffective, and dental floss is forbidden in the jail. You spend 120 days in jail. You're not allowed to floss your teeth one time. Would any of you do that? Would you go 120 days without flossing your teeth? If you would, I would say that's disgusting. I went 40 days without flossing my teeth. It was disgusting. Why? What's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of giving people the general habit of sitting in a room with a TV so loud that's echoing off all the concrete walls to the point that it would drive any normal person neurotic? The men in there are more durable than any of you in many ways, unfortunately, because you could use that type of durability, because the men in there are willing to risk what they have, and possibly it's because they don't have as much, but I think you all hang on to your freedom too tightly. It makes you an incompetent group of people, inept, because the challenges of today need a different skill set. We need the skill set of sacrifice, the willingness to stand up for the rights of others, independent of what we think about them on a personal basis. I'm not asking you to like me. I'm not. I'm not the most likable guy. But if you have a problem, I guarantee you I'm the first person you should call, because I'm the person that will take the risk. I will stand in the face of adversity. I will stand up to bullies, and I don't mind. I don't mind as long as we're being productive. So if they want to send me back to jail, get ready, because it's going to be productive from my perspective, whether you think it's productive or not. We have to stop this. We cannot have a system that's designed to beat men down, men and women down, just because they fell on hard times. A system that's designed to re-incarcerate. Let me ask you something. You get out of jail. No money, no friends. They open the door, right? You got the torn up shoes. I saw many people leave shirtless. They weren't even given shirts. I sit outside the detention center and film sometimes. I'm trying to get a grip on what's really going on. You can't give them a shirt? Send them walking on the street? This is the society we live in. We got $200 a day to incarcerate those men. Put 70 men in one room at $200 a day. That's $14,000 a night. And we don't have any professional development plan for these men? We don't have any plan for how we would train them to be competent in this society in the time they have. None. It's pathetic. It's inhumane. It's inhumane what is going on. And I believe that we can do this together. I've said this before. We don't have to fight. I said this at City Council in Seneca last week. Guys, The only reason you feel we're at war with me is because you've given me no other options. I have to fight for the rights of my family. They sentenced my wife to 180 days in jail. 180 days in jail for what? And because I defend her, because I go and film, because I say, I will show you what the First Amendment is. The First Amendment stands up for people that are not Americans. We offer hospitality to people that shed their feet on our soil. I will stand up for my wife. And I'm sure the time's up. I will stand up for my wife. And if they want to sentence me to jail, do it over and over again. If you think you're sending Dorothy back to jail, or to jail at all, get ready. Because that is not right, that's not legal, it is unjust. Unjust at the highest level. And to threaten my family in this way is unjust. These problems should be resolved immediately at the demand of the power structure of Oconee County. Not because you like me,
Mr. Boyle,
but because it's the right thing to do. Thank you. I'll give you that. It was 40 seconds of your time over. I'm sorry, I'm pissed off. I try not to be, but as soon as I start talking, man, do I get boiled up. I love y'all. I really do. I love all y'all. But it's got to get better around here. It can't keep doing this. And I'll be in it for the long haul, sir. I'm Jason Boyle. I believe in the American Constitution, and I believe in America. And you can tell me to be quiet. It won't ever work. Thank you.
all right. Council member comments.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I don't think I can outdo that. Two items that I've been thinking about. One is council member salary. The salary right now is $8,000 a year, which doesn't include combat pay, by the way. Also, we all talk about we should have term limits on the U.S. Congress. Maybe we should have term limits on council. So that being said, I'd like to ask staff to do a comparison of council member salaries to counties in South Carolina that have budgets of around $100 million, similar to ours. And also look and see if any counties or any laws would prevent us from having, if we wanted to have term limits. So I'm gonna make that in form of a motion. If I'm allowed to, am I allowed to do that?
We can do it this way, just make it a joined motion for staff to do that and to amend the agenda for that item at the same time.
Okay, I'll make an amendment to the agenda and for this, and also a motion for direct staff to do this.
One motion for direction and amend the agenda.
Second.
Second. Any discussion on that motion? All in favor?
That is 3-0.
Any other comments?
Only other comment I'd have was, John, what time limit are you proposing to give Amanda or Mr. Root time to do this? So we don't meet again for another month, if I remember right. We don't meet the first Tuesday, because that's the election day.
That
Is
should
a
be
month
ample.
that doable?
That should be ample time. The Association of Counties has a resource document that we have viewed in the past when this matter was a point of discussion. There's some of the information on that resource document may be out of date, but it shouldn't be that hard for us to pull
Is
that.
it by a budget or is it by a number of people in a county?
We can do it by budget.
Thank you.
Any other comments? I just want to make a statement. Ms. Brock mentioned it, and there was a lot of information in that. With the bridge being out on Chaga, it does cause a safety issue on Whetstone Road with large trucks going on Whetstone Road, the curves and stuff like that. And also the bridge is down rated capacity too in those trucks. I think Google Maps or whatever is, sending them that way before they ever get to the detour signs. So Ms. Brock's requested that SCDOT work. We get some more signs. And also if Google can put it on there, that's decreased capacity, that would probably make it a lot easier. Here no other comments. Let's go to All right, we have public hearing for one ordinance. It's gonna be ordinance 2024-23, an ordinance amending portions of chapter 32 and 38 of the Oconee County Code of Ordinances, enmity regards and particulars, only in order to revise certain setback-related provisions, including definitions and the application thereof, and other matters related thereto.
We have no speakers.
We have no speakers. Anybody like to speak? All right, hearing none, I close public hearing on ordinance 2024-23. All right, next we have third and final reading of ordinance 2024-23. That's the ordinance I just read for public hearing. I'm not gonna read it again. The caption's on the screen there.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve?
Second.
Second, any discussions on this? All right, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have second reading on the following ordinances. We have one, ordinance 2024-24, an ordinance authorized pursuant to Title 12, Chapter 44 of the Code of Laws of South Carolina, 1976, as amended, the execution and delivery of a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes and special source revenue credit agreement by and between Oconee County, South Carolina, and Project Mayflower, acting for itself, one or more current or future affiliates, and other project companies, collectively company, providing for a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes, incentives, providing for a special source revenue credit, designating the property of the project as part of a multi-county industrial park, authorizing the execution and delivery of one or more grant agreements, authorizing the execution and delivery of a purchase and sale agreement related to the conveyance of certain real estate for Project Mayflower and other related matters.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
Seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
I have first reading of one ordinance. It's going to be ordinance 2024-25, an ordinance authorized pursuant to Title 12, Chapter 44 of the Code of Laws of South Carolina, 1976, as amended, the execution and delivery of a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes and special source revenue credit agreement by and between Oconee County, South Carolina, and Project Shaker, acting for itself, one or more current or future affiliates and other project companies, collectively company, providing for a fee in lieu of ad valorem tax incentive, providing for a special source revenue credit, developing a joint county industrial and business park between Oconee County and Pickens County so as to designate the property of the project as part of a multi-county industrial park and other related matters.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Elliott, second, Mr. Miles. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we have first and final reading of one resolution. It's Resolution 2024-17, a resolution providing preliminary approval pursuant to Title 12, Chapter 44 of the Code of Laws of South Carolina, 1976, as amended, for the execution and delivery of a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes and special source revenue credit agreement by and between Oconee County, South Carolina, and the company identified for the time being as Project Shaker, acting for itself, one or more current or future affiliates and other project companies, collectively company, providing for a fee in lieu of ad valorem taxes incentive, expanding a joint county industrial and business park between Oconee and Pickens County, so as to include project property in the park and other related matters.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion approved, second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Discussion regarding action item. This is a 2024 Edward Byrne Memorial JAG grant notification. It is staff recommends Oconee County Council approve the use of the Bureau of Justice Assistance funds for the purchase and connectivity of the digital siren system for the Oconee County Sheriff's Office.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Is there any discussion on the matter? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Now we have a purchase order 56316, change order number 1. This is for the detention center. The amount for purchase order 56316 is $64,259. Change order number 1 is $44,725. Contingency of $8,016 for a total of $117,000. Procurement was approved by council in fiscal year 2024-2025 budget process. Budget is $117,000. Project cost $117,000. Balance of $0. Funding is from one-time capital 340 fund. If approved, this would increase the total purchase order to $108,984. Additionally, staff is requesting an $8,016 contingency to address unforeseen issues that may arise. It's the staff's recommendation that council, 1, approve change order number 1, PO 56316 to Train US Incorporated of Greenville, South Carolina, in the amount of $44,725 for a total purchase order amount of $108,984, and approve a contingency in the amount of $8,016.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion, Mr. Elliott.
Second.
Second, Mr. Miles. Any discussion?
I would like to lighten the air in here a little bit. Given the previous presenter, we ought to make a suggestion that due to his comment that he didn't have anything to do at 5:30 in the morning, there's lots of timber on the ground now. Maybe we need to get with these folks and see if we can get a wood burner down there and let them split the wood and stoke the fire. But
Seems like the fire's quite hot this evening.
But I'm just saying that in jest. I just
I
want to
know.
lighten the air up a little bit.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Any other discussion? So I burn wood, and I've had a lot of people contact me, hey, I got some firewood for you. So that means they want me to come clean up a tree, but, all in favor?
Vote is 3 yes.
All right, so now we have two 2023 Ram 1500 Sport SSVs, one 2024 Ram 1500 SSV, and 10 2025 Dodge Durango PPVs. This is for the Sheriff's Department. The amount is $594,818. Procurement was approved by council in fiscal year 2024-2025 budget process. Budget $594,818. Project cost $594,818. With the balance is $0. Funding is from the Capital Equipment 325 Vehicle Fund. It's the staff's recommendation that council will approve the purchase of two 2023 Ram 1500 SSVs, one 2024 Ram 1500 SSV, and 10 2025 Dodge Durangos from Santee Automotive of Manning, South Carolina, in the amount of $594,818.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion seconded by Mr. Elliott. Any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to make a discussion on this. I'd like to thank the sheriff's office and also our vehicle maintenance department, looking at the mileage on the vehicles they're replacing. And of course, this isn't some little old lady driving 30 miles an hour either. These are heavy use vehicles that see a lot of tough work. And it's great to see that we can stretch the mileage out on these vehicles. So I thank both those departments.
Thank you, Mr. Elliott.
I got a couple of comments, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Will these vehicles be outfitted with the windshield, the bulletproof windshield and all before they're placed in service? Or when they arrive, will they have it?
They arrive.
No, when they arrive, they'll come in at the second, when we do the second part of the windshields,
Yes,
so.
Do what?
when they do round two.
Round two.
They will not arrive with them, but they will be upfitted with those windshields.
Okay. And these other vehicles, are we going to distribute these throughout the county as,
Some other vehicles will be utilized if they can be utilized. If you note, though, 5 of them have been totaled, so there's 7 vehicles that can be reutilized. Of them, I don't know that a 2015 Tahoe with 230,000 miles on it can be used anywhere else. They reach the end of their effective life at some point. Once you get to a certain place, and Dwayne and Jeremy Frost are both here, the director and assistant director of vehicle maintenance. Once you get to a certain point with mileage on a Tahoe, you either keep it on the road or spend a lot of money for it not to be on the road very much. There's a very delicate balance once you hit a certain mileage.
I'd just ask us to really evaluate them. And even with the high mileage, I mean, these new vehicles, I drive one now with that new engine in it. And some of them will go 350 under general use. Now, they may not handle it under
Most of these are not
extreme
driven the way that you
use.
and I drive.
So I just ask us to look at them close, and if we can, redistribute them throughout the county.
So we won't sell them, right?
Sir?
We will not sell them, is that correct?
Because they're in their life cycle, if we don't bring them back into the county in a different department, then yes, we'll be selling some.
I'm sorry, did you say we sell them or not?
If they can't be repurposed within the county itself, then yes, we can sell them on gov deals.
So do they have the bulletproof windshields in them?
They will not when they leave us, no.
Please state your name for the record.
I'm Dwayne Pay.
Please go front and center. That's where you want to be. Head on up.
Dwayne Pay, vehicle maintenance. So no, when the vehicles are taken out of service, when we go to sell them, all the windshields will be removed.
Thank you.
We did keep some of the old windshields to try and put back in their place to sell them at it, but it all depends on the shape of the vehicle. If it's in disarray, we'll just sell it without a windshield.
Okay, good, thank you.
So we was buying Tahoes, right?
Yes.
Did we change just because the price of Tahoes got so high, or is it?
The price of the Tahoes got so high, and there's a couple other different factors. We looked into a bunch of things, looked at a lot of the local law enforcement around us, and looked at what they're going to as far as their fleet as well. And then one of the big things that I tried to push for as well, the price of the Tahoe and having our area is going with something that's all-wheel drive. So if you notice, all of these vehicles are either four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and I believe that would help us out in the long run.
I agree with that.
Also, since Dwayne's here, I'm going to brag on you a minute. This man has spent a lot of sleepless nights trying to find vehicles that were on lots. As you all know, over the past 18 months, when we ordered a vehicle or placed an order for a vehicle, it was 12 to 18 months out. Most of the vehicles on the document that you are anticipating approving this evening will be received by Oconee County within a 1 month period.
Thank you.
We can respect. Any other comments, discussions? If not, all in favor?
That is 3-0.
Now we have request for council's approval to add the United Way application to the submission of the second round of 2024-2025 Oconee County Opioid Recovery Fund request to the South Carolina Opioid Recovery Fund, SCORF Board. It is staff's recommendations that council approve the addition of the United Way application to the submission of the second round of 2024-2025 Oconee County Opioid Recovery Fund request to the SCORF Board for additional abatement strategies under the Oconee County Opioid Recovery Fund.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor? All right, we have no council committee reports, we have no board and commission appointments, and we do not have any executive session items. Need a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?